Throughout Hallownest, pedestals with mask shards and vessel fragments floating above them can be found. Some shards and fragments can also be purchased or given by NPCs. But where exactly do these objects come from? How did they end up in the places where they can be found in the game? I'll be discussing my speculations in this video. I think it's almost certain that the mask shards and vessel fragments come from the same source as the soul totems, the ancient civilization. After all, the totems and vessels have the same purpose, storing soul. Mask shards and vessel fragments may also be made from soul or contain the power of it somehow, as they can be seen glowing and giving off white particles. Additionally, a completed mask in the inventory is labeled as Ancient Mask. The culture of masks is apparent all over Hallownest, so it makes sense that it too could have originated from the ancient civilization, with the ancient masks that the knight collects being for the purpose of not only covering one's true face, but protecting the bearer. But then there's the question of why they're so widespread. The same question could be asked for the soul totems, as once again they likely both came from the ancient bugs. We know that the ancient civilization most likely originated in the Abyss, but it existed before any other bug societies did, so those bugs probably saw themselves as free to roam the lands that would one day become Hallownest and leave parts of their culture around to commemorate it. As for why mask shards and vessel fragments are found out in the open, it's possible that the ancient bugs simply wanted to leave them on display as a mark of their presence, or they were meant for an explorer like the knight to find and be used for good. Now let's look at some particular locations where these items can be found. Sly has a total of 4 mask shards and 2 vessel fragments in his shop. It's possible that he was given these items by explorers who had found them but had no use for them, so Sly offered to take them off their hands to later sell to someone who would be interested in keeping them. It's also possible that he specifically went looking for items he could sell. This explains why the key to his storeroom can be found in Crystal Peak, as he was likely carrying it while exploring and scouting for items there, but dropped it and left it behind by mistake. Bretta has a mask shard in her house. During the events of the game, she likely ended up far from Dirtmouth because being partially infected caused her to wander there. However, in the time that she has been actively looking for a savior, she likely left home to try and encounter them, and she may have found that mask shard and decided to take it home with her because it looked nice, or to give it to her savior as a gift once she found them, which is probably why she leaves the door to her house open with the shard in plain sight for the knight to find. Speaking of things kept in houses, one vessel fragment on a pedestal can be found inside a building in the City of Tears that appears to be a dwelling unit. It's unlikely that a building would be constructed around the site of an ancient artifact with the artifact kept in place, so it was probably found outside by bugs either building the structure or those who came to live in it. The bugs who lived there probably kept it on display because they thought it looked pretty and wanted to show it off. There is also a mask shard hidden in a secret compartment in the hive, which probably was built around it. As for the royal waterways, the soul totems look like the tunnels were built around them, so the same is likely true of the mask shard pedestal there. Likewise, Queen's Station was probably built around the pedestal there. The Seer also has 1 vessel fragment and 1 mask shard. She most likely found these during her time tending to the resting grounds. The Grey Mourner has a mask shard in her house that she leaves behind once the Delicate Flower quest has been completed. She probably found the shard somewhere in the kingdom during her time as one of the 5 great knights and decided to hold on to it. She may have kept it specifically to be a gift for whoever could fulfill her final request, just as Bretta may have been saving her mask shard for her savior to be. One mask shard is given by the grub father, and we learn that grubs like to keep shiny objects in their nests, hence why there would be one in Grub Home. Another shard seems to emerge directly from the brooding Molek's body once it is defeated, suggesting that the Molek ate it somehow, perhaps in its madness from the infection or because it mistook it for food. A vessel fragment is found in the stag nest, probably brought there by a stag who found it on one of their travels. The stone sanctuary looks to have been built into a natural stone structure with the mask shard and pedestal likely already inside. The mask shard in Deep Nest has no pedestal, so it likely fell there through the fungal core. The one earned by defeating the enraged Guardian also has no pedestal, so the Guardian likely took it from wherever it originally came from. A really tricky case is the vessel fragment that emerges from the Pale King's fountain in the ancient basin once exactly 3,000 geo is deposited into it. My guess is that the king knew about the scattered shards and fragments and wanted to make it seem like they came from him, so he placed one in the fountain that would reveal itself once a dedicated follower donated a certain amount of geo to the fountain. So what do you think? How do you believe all the mask shards and vessel fragments in the game ended up where they are? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. Please be sure to give it a like and check out the rest of my channel. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.